Hey, welcome back to Waking the Mystic, where we celebrate who and what we are. Today, I wanted to share just a couple of things that started this journey with my deceased husband. And it was this related to other people who experienced his presence as well. So shortly after his ceremony in January, I had a bunch of people here to participate in the ceremony, and one was my brother-in-law, and he was sitting on a couch in the morning with coffee. My husband's urn is on a table off to the side, and there was nothing happening. There was nothing happening. He was all by himself, and he noticed a big he said it was like a fog or a mist that kind of came in and through his urn and then just disappeared. And my brother-in-law was like, now he is just a businessman. He is not, woo-woo like I am. But it took him 2 hours to say to me, I can't explain this, but there was a movement by the urn that I cannot explain. So this was in the morning, and there was no smoke, there was nobody cooking, nothing could have explained what captured his attention. And then the other thing was, I had a very close friend also staying with me, and she's a smoker, and she went out in the evening to have a smoke on the front porch. And it was really cold because it's January. And her mission was to go have her smoke and come in. There was nothing else going on. And she walked out into the front porch, and she heard, "Hi, Flo." And Flo is a nickname my husband and I have given her for 30 years. And she was like, wow. Like clear as day, she heard it outside of her ear, out on the front porch. "Hi, Flo." So she told me that. So that was the beginning of some very interesting events. And then I'll flash forward to just about a month ago. I had some friends over, and we were sitting at my kitchen island. And my back was facing the windows, but they were all angled so they could see the windows. And all of a sudden I hear them say, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" I'm like, what? I missed it. What is it? And a big light, they said, 2 lights sort of merged together in the window. And my friend thought that perhaps it was car lights or something, and that there were no cars. There was no evidence. This was at night, I'm in a quiet neighborhood. There were no cars, but all of them got up and looked around, and there was no explanation for it. What's interesting is we were talking about him, and all of a sudden this light appears behind me. I didn't see it, but 3 of them saw it. So we were like, okay, what's going on, right? And so these things keep kind of showing up. And I'll tell you one other story, which was beyond belief for me. My husband had an e-bike, and he never got to ride it. So I was going to sell it on Facebook. And I had a buyer coming to the house, 3 o'clock, but I couldn't find the charger. I could not find the charger to this new e-bike. I couldn't sell it without the charger. So my daughter and I, we tore through the garage like nobody's business, no charger. And I had to get ready to go to work, and she left. So I went upstairs, and I have a beautiful picture of my husband. And I said, "Listen, I need your help finding this charger. I want to sell this e-bike." So he and I used to do tarot cards together sometimes, because I'm a tarot reader. So anyway, I pulled two cards. Both had the element of water. So I'm thinking, what is this? So I went back down to the garage, and all the way across the garage by the oil tank was a trolling motor, because we had a boat. And I look on some shelves and I see 2 life vests. And as I go closer, I noticed a plain brown box. No writing on it, nothing. I opened it and there was the charger. I couldn't believe it. We had looked everywhere. So that was a direct connection, because I mean, all the hairs on my body stood up. I was like, thank you. That was it. Because I was kind of pissed. I had somebody coming. I wanted to sell this e-bike, and it was really a miracle. So anyway, that was the beginning of some of the physical manifestations of his presence. And I thought you would find that interesting. So if you are going through any sort of a loss like that, start to pay attention, pay close attention, and actually be demanding. You can't have expectations, but I was desperate at that moment. I needed to get that e-bike out of my house. And my brother-in-law, that I can't explain, and my friend, it's just crazy. And the lights behind me, so very interesting. So anyway, pay more attention and don't easily dismiss, because that is something we humans love to do. Dismiss what we can't, what our minds can't logically put into a category. That's where the magic is. It's not where our minds put it into a category that we can understand, because this isn't part of the logical mind. This is completely illogical. And that's where the magic is. So anyway, that was a couple of my stories, and I will continue to share.